Hey, hey, how's it going? Let's get into a game with Euphoria. Euphoria is a player I've played against, I believe, multiple times. I don't exactly recall how the games have gone, but my instinct is that Euphoria is a pretty formidable opponent against Ray Spam. I really want to go cost control, but the specialist is pretty bad, but it's probably better than going missile spec. Amplify spec is good too. I could go arc lights with this, but I won't have any chaff. Oof, hard decision. All right, let's go amplify spec. Sabretooth spec with the tarantulas. Guess it's somewhat okay. Do we go Fang or do we go Crawler? I feel like we just go arc lights. I haven't quite figured out how to place the hounds, but it seems like directly behind the arc lights is good. We're gonna bank the amplifying cores for the rays next turn. I wonder if the dogs are actually better than had we gone fangs or crawlers, because the dogs are clearing chaff pretty good. And our biggest problem when we go phantom ray spam is the chaff clear. Looks like we slightly win the first round. Oof. Really want to go improve firing system and upgrade the Stormcrawler, but that's going to delay the Phantom Rays, so unfortunately, we're just going to have to skip here. Quite a shame, but problem is with the Stormcrawlers, they're so easily countered that just because you think, this is great value, it's just going to one-shot all the tarantulas. You know, he just throws in one crawler pack with the beacon, and now all of a sudden it's GG, and you have to sell the storm crawlers and everything. I yeah, I don't I'm not the biggest fan of the storm crawler right now, or at least relying it as kind of like a carry. Too easily counterable. Whereas with the Phantom Ray, um, he has no anti-air at all, so we're winning this round at least. The Phantom Ray goes and partially defends the flank. We will most likely need to place a arc light on this side, so the Phantom Rays don't get tied up as long the crawler. I don't think we care about the smoke bomb. We'll just skip. Okay, so as promised, we'll go with the one arc light here, and I want to go cloak just because we need that 40% against the heavy units here, but if we get that, then okay, I think we can get that perfectly here. Let's do this. See the Phoenix now? It's to be expected. It's either the Phoenix or the Marksman. Phoenixes are quite good, but I feel like the Marksman is even more scary than the Phoenix. Just because, as you see there, like the Rays snipe out the Phoenix too easily. They have to get range, and whereas the Marksman, they don't need the range. Plus, with the double shot and aerial spec and the shooting squad, it get pretty scary with Marksman. End up getting another round and another level. Farseer is pretty scary for me. Mustang looks quite good, but against 3 tarantulas, you know, all he needs to do is tech the tarantulas and the Mustangs just disappear. They are good at chaff clear. They are good chaff themselves. Sledgehammers are kind of interesting, but I wonder if the Phoenix just destroy them too quickly. Fangs are nice, actually. I can see my opponent going Fangs. And Farseer is obviously one of the best counters to the Rays. Not sure if I go Farseer myself unless I go get it, sell it, but I think the smarter play is to go for one of these. So we get 600 here. We get 600 here. So it's actually slightly better value to get the sledgehammers. I think the sledgehammers clear chaff a bit better, so that's what we'll do. Do something like this. Probably sell 1 pack of these as well, or put it in the back line, but we're starting to run out of time here. So let's just do this. Upgrade you. Yep, the opponent has chosen the best response in my opinion. The tanks here look pretty good too. They're delaying the push to the tower and they're clearing chaff. So I think I think I'm starting to like the tank as part of this composition a bit. I don't think this last pack of Rays is enough, but these are level 3 Rays with Amplifying Core, but yeah, the Farseer is just super OP. Orbital Bombardment seems pretty good. We can get the Phoenix. The Phoenix is starting to cause problems here. Well, it's not as strong as the Farseer. They are doing 2nd place damage. Even this Phoenix here is doing a lot of damage, so we'll get that. Looks like we'll have to get shield this round because number 1, Phoenix, Farseer, and potential orbital bombardment. I wonder if we start selling out of these storms. Looks like they're still putting in some good work. Probably put up 1 shield here. Something like this. We are going to have to skip one deployment. Let's put one. Could be smart to even borrow this round. Get another shield down here. Or just get another pack of rays, but that might be not the best thing. Let's just do that. Kind of don't really want to waste the deployment. So unfortunately we chose the wrong side here. Having the shield on the rays are going to more than double the lifetime of the rays. Interestingly, we still lose the side that had a shield on, and the side we did bombardment on. We're actually stronger on this side, which I think is to be expected. This is our strong side, opponent weak side now. So when we add more rays, we'll continue to stack this side. Skip. I think the Stormcrawlers have entered used up their shelf life. We need something for these crawlers running in. It's either fire or... Yeah, we could actually go fire, actually. I wonder if fire is better than going range on the arc lights. That could be a risk, actually. I think I stick with the arc lights over the fire spell. I think it's time to get some levels as well. Do we get the oil here? Yeah. I don't want to do this just so we stack our strong side, but yeah, kind of worried about this side. AA Wasp. Not expected, but probably the best possible play here. Got to give credit to the opponent for picking the right counter. The Wasps not only are doing damage to the rays, they're also tanking for the backline Farseers, but we just have a bit much here. I think for us, the correct counter to the Wasp is, of course, the AA Mustang, but given the amount of heavy units, there's a chance that the Mustangs will get stuck on them, and that they won't ever get a chance to get to the Wasp. So I think AA Wasp is even better here. Fangs with range is interesting, but tarantulas are just going to munch those up, I think. But the Wasps being so close as opposed to being so far back actually changes the argument on the AA Mustangs. But I think the fortresses are still way better. As much as I want to get this, I think I have to get this and go AA to barrage. Do we sell this yet, or? I wonder if we go fire, kind of like as a cheese. I think we do do sell this. Fire's range of 160. So kinda don't know if that's gonna work. Let's just try it since we have the oil already. Do you want to borrow? Get another pack of rays. Upgrade this. More phantom rays, more wasps, and we have raidens now, which are scary. Raid and wasp is kind of like the ultimate comp, I think. It's a bit too late for us to go wasps ourselves and to double tech multiple packs of wasps, so we're just gonna have to keep going forts. If the fort drop didn't happen, I would have gone a wasp myself and try to just put in more wasps, but he's got so many wasps now. Go quick cooldown. That might be good, so we can get this off cooldown earlier. I think we do it, even though it's a bit risky. There's a couple nice pockets of fire. We are missing one pocket of fire for this side, so why don't we try this? We just have to keep going A for now. There's really nothing else we can do. I don't want to sell the tanks. They're acting as pretty good chaff. I think we want to borrow again. Probably put a level down, even though this is still our strong side, but dude, do we sell something and get the sheep? Can get fang production? I don't think so. Let's upgrade some of these. Wasps coming in now on the side, soaking up shots from the forts. I feel like we're gonna have to go another fort tech pretty soon since we have mass forts. I don't know if shield is the right tech here. We lose a tower pretty early, and this comes at a pretty bad time. Opponent has, I believe, redeployed his 8. No, he just has another. His Farseer has just gotten level 3 on the so-called weak side. Now the Wasps have shield. We have to just keep doubling down. Quick teleport. Probably not going to do anything. We can invest in that, but I feel like that's just going to be high risk. We will... Elite Mustang looks interesting, actually. Elite Mustang with AA, but how worried are we about these tarantulas? I think super worried. So, let's just go underground threat. Oil's off cooldown. We've got more chaff coming in on this side now than that, so we'll put down the oil here. Wasps, probably also something like this. Shields could be interesting. Just so we have so many forts already. think we go with another level here. And let's put this down. Maybe here since it doesn't go into the fire. Loose formation. I think that's pretty good. It won't matter into this fire, but when it's coming in on these sides, it is going to cause some problems for our chaff clear. But these forts with the barriers seem to be doing really well. The forts are getting in a little bit of damage themselves. This Farseer is connecting. So a big round for us. Not quite sure about any of these. The overlords will instant die. Rhinos, exploding rhinos, actually. But it's just gonna explode right here. It's not gonna. It can't get in there. That's the problem, I think. Marksman, melting point, all pretty useless. Do we just get the marksman and sell it, or do we get the rhinos? Maybe get the rhinos, kind of act as chaff, maybe. Start selling them. Not quite sure here. I feel like we get the melter, sell the melter. Let's upgrade all these. Probably get more forts. Fang production would be pretty interesting. I think we do that. Given we just have so many of the fortresses. Just more chaff, more protection. Leveling up the forts I think makes sense too. It's just that I'm not quite sure how to play this. I'm not an expert with playing with forts here. Let's get the speed. Probably a good thing. Orbital bombardment's pretty good for us. Wow, double tech rhino straight for the tower. Oh, thank God. Thank God it did not. It didn't just go into the tower. We have so many wasps here, but we also have so many forts. There are some anti-air devices, anti-missile devices here. Kind of doesn't look like our forts are doing so well. They're. It's such a close fight. It almost looks like our Fang production's like. Is kind of helping taking care of the wasps. I feel like we probably have just won this right here, especially if we can get this. Oh no, we still win this though. Wow. GG. So yeah, we did our race spam, but we got countered by Farseers, which are amazing. I kind of feel like just more Farseers would have been good as well, but introducing in the Wasps are potentially even better, I think. And seeing that 4A drop, I think, is what saved me. Had I not seen that 4A drop, probably just would have lost by default. And I think the way I played the forts, with the mass forts, going A first, then shield, then Fang production, I think that probably was the right decision. Although, I wonder if even upgrading the Phantom Rays made sense, because I think at that point, the Phantom Rays probably weren't even doing anything. They were just getting killed by the Wasps too quickly. Looks like the forts were actually doing more than the Phantom Rays on average in terms of damage. So, yeah, hard to say if I played that correctly. I wonder if would have made sense to just upgrade these, and the melting point doing 108,000 damage. I think that's just because it got stuck on the Farseer at the last second. I don't think it didn't do anything. That last drop was pretty terrible for us. I think for the opponent, committing so hard into the Rhinos, probably a mistake. Like, that's a pretty, looks like a desperation move. If it works, you win, maybe. If not, you lose, and I kind of feel like he didn't need to do that. The last drop was pretty terrible for all of us. I do wonder if he just continued to build more of the Wasps, would he have been able to break through? Because it kind of looked pretty close at the end there, and the Rhinos didn't do that much, so I wonder. So I think so I think the cheapest thing you can do, the most money you can make, is probably going marksman and selling it. The melting point though actually has a utility, seeing that um, there's so many forts. So maybe we just get that and sell one. This HE tech, I'm not sold on with the Wasps. I think the elite spec is probably better if you're gonna go mass carry. So let's just see what happens if we. And selling out of the Raidens, I could see why you might want to do that, but I kind of like the Raidens. You know, the Raidens with the Wasps kind of looked pretty scary. But okay, let's say you only want to go Wasps. Can't get any more techs on the Wasps, unfortunately. But we can get at least this. Let's get the oil. Um, there's no chaff to burn, which is kind of concerning. Maybe just do something like this. And I don't know. Put that there, probably. So much money left over. Could potentially actually go even more Farseers. Or not even sell the melter. Because we had enough money to keep the melter. The melter's doing actually a lot of work here. I think keeping that melter would have been good, but it doesn't seem like it's even necessary. So yeah, these wasps are just, the wasps with the chaff were just way too much. I think that's basically fatal damage, I think, or close to it. So I think the correct play was just go melting points, keep the melting points, no upgrade, throw some more wasps down. Just crazy to see that wasps can still beat mass forts with AA. And I think it's the power of all these chaff units. They're distracting everything for so long that the wasps can come in there. Also, placing the wasps kind of a little bit everywhere is, I think, good for the. I think mainly the side packs are really good to drop the first volley. Yeah, I'm quite surprised at how well that just adding in a few more wasps did there. So, yeah, you could say that probably was a bit of a throw with the double tech on the rhinos, the triple rhinos. I mean, I could see the logic behind it, but it seems like the rhinos are going to get destroyed before they get anywhere close to the tower. But yeah, I could see how it was a smart play, but it just didn't work out. And in our case, we're pretty lucky that Euphoria decided to go for that desperation move. So well played, GG, and hope you've enjoyed that last one. And we'll see you in the next one.